My market wrap for Friday, December 16th, 2016. It was a flattish market today, not too much action. I mean, we were borderline unchanged, up and down all day, up, just going back and forth between the unchanged level. Very quiet day today. The Dow Jones Industrial Average closed down 8.83 points to 19,843.41, or down 0.04%. The Nasdaq Composite closed down 1969 points to 5437.16, or 0.36%. The S&P 500 closed down 3.96 points to 2258.07, or 0.18%. The Russell 2000 closed down 1.83 points to 1364.58, or 0.13%. On to other indices today. The Nasdaq 100 triple Qs closed down 18.54 points to 49.14.86. The S&P Midcap 400 closed down 3 points even to 1667.74, or 0.18%. The same thing for the Nasdaq the Nasdaq 100 was 0.38%. Sorry about that, guys. And the S&P Small Cap 600 Index closed down 4.11 points to 841.99, or 0.49%. The NYSE Composite Index closed down 8.66 points to 11,123.24, or 0.08%. Going on, the XAU, the Gold and Silver Index, closed up 0.11 points to 73.82, or up 0.15%. It was up 0.11. The SOX Index, the Semiconductor Index, closed down 10.81 points to 899.97, or 1.21% down. The VIX, the CBOE Volatility Index, closed down 0.49 points to 12.30, or down 3.83%. Looking at market internals today, well, pretty heavy volume. Actually, really heavy volume. Total share volume on the New York Stock Exchange was just under 5.5 billion at 5.474 billion shares traded, and of which 2.735 billion was advancing, and 2.667 was declining, and 71 million shares were unchanged. Looking over at the Nasdaq stock market, total share volume 2.993 billion, of which 1.246 billion was advancing, 1.704 billion was declining, and 42.7 million shares were unchanged. Looking at the NYSE market, or AMEX, 214 million shares traded in total, of which 120 million were advancing, 92 million were declining, and 1.1 million were unchanged. Looking at the advanced decline line, or market breadth, on the New York Stock Exchange, 1,704 issues were advancing, 1,312 were declining, and 99 were unchanged. Looking at the Nasdaq stock market, 1,313 were advancing, 1,555 were declining, and 147 issues were unchanged. Looking at the NYSE market, or AMEX, 190 issues were advancing, 137 issues were declining, and 15 issues were unchanged. Let's take a look at currencies and commodities and bonds to wrap it up. Currencies versus the US dollar. The euro, 1.0446, up 0.0030. The yen versus the dollar, 117.94, down 0.23. And my favorite currency, the English pound, 1.2479, up 0.0059. The Australian dollar, 0.7297, down 0.0061. The Swiss franc, 1.0270, down 0.0030. Looking at the commodity complex, West Texas Intermediate crude, 51.97, up 1.07, or up 2.10%. Brent North Sea crude up 1.25 to 55.27, or 2.31%. Looking at the price of gold, 1135.40, up 5.7, or 0.50%. Looking at the price of silver, 16.15, up 0.192, or 1.20%. Looking at equity index futures, the Dow Jones Industrial Future down 2 points to 19,801, or down 0.01%. Looking at the S&P 500, down 3 points to 2255 even, down 0.15%. And wrapping it up today, the 10-year bond up 3/32 of a point, yield to maturity down to 2.594%. It's been a flat week. Seems that the market's running out of steam, which is okay. Time for a natural pullback. I think we've been hitting resistance at 19,900 around there or so. And let's see if we can break out next week. So I will talk to you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you soon. Always never forget to follow your dreams and persevere and go through, face whatever obstacles with strength and dignity. If you found this useful, please like, share, and subscribe. And please support me on Patreon. Thank you very much. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.